3,000. That's right, we've flipped more than 3,000 profitable houses and can teach you how to do the same thing. Click the Academy link for your free roadmap to financial freedom. Hey, this is Peter Vekselman here, and I'm actually doing this video in the backyard of our main house. And what I want to talk to you about today is rigidity as opposed to flexibility. You know, one of the things I always tell people is you have to be persistent. You got to be consistent. You got to learn how to work through issues in this business. That all stands. But at the same time, it's very important to understand how to work in the gray areas of real estate. It's also very important to be able to be flexible in this business. So let me give you a perfect example, and this really holds true for those of you that potentially invest not only in your own market, but you do things in different markets. Maybe you do some virtual investing and things like that. So we're doing a lot of deals in the Florida market right now. And let me give you a couple big, huge differences between what I do here in the Georgia market as opposed to what I do in the Florida market. For instance, about 80% of all my inventory here in the Georgia market is sold by my internal non-licensed sales guys. In the Florida market, totally opposite. About 95% of all my deals are sold by licensed realtors. Here in the Georgia market, we're selling about 98% of our inventory to investors. In a Florida market, it's about a 50-50. 50% investors and 50% retail. So here's the point. As I went into Florida, I understood that the basic principles of what we do remain the same. But I also understood that the market all the time will reveal itself. See, the market tells us what to do. The market tells us, is it a non-licensed kind of a sale or a licensed kind of sale? Is it an investor kind of driven deal or is it a retail kind of driven deal? So that's one of the things I encourage you to do. Again, especially for those of you that are investing in outside markets away from where you live, make sure that you fine-tune things as you invest in different markets. Let the market tell you what needs to be done. Let the market tell you to what level you need to do rehabs. Let the market tell you to whom you need to be selling. Let the market dictate in what areas you need to be in. You have to be responsive to the market, but ultimately, the market determines what works in there and what doesn't work in there. So be very focused, not necessarily on the types of things you're doing there. Be focused on what the market is telling you needs to be done there, and then accordingly, that's what you got to be doing.